When the winter weather turns to 30s and 40s, Minneapolis sewer maintenance workers go with the flow.
Flooded all the way across the street.
Or rather, where the flow won't go.
In the last few days, we have had increased 311 calls.
Complaints about water pooling in the street, which can only mean one thing.
It's frozen.
Frozen pipes. Here at the corner of 45th and Knox Avenue, the freeze was so bad, crews had to use several truckloads of water.
Thaw that ice.
To blast a hole big enough for the water to drain through. Sewer maintenance supervisor Sean Oberg and his crew responded to nearly 30 other calls just like it on Saturday.
If people see these out there, by all means call our 311.
This is a drain that they cleared earlier in the week. You can see there's no snow, no ice, and a healthy flow of water going into it. They've been working extra hours this week to clear as many drains as they can before the warm-up and the rain that's coming our way. Over in St. Paul, crews have taken about 200 calls of frozen pipes already and plan to hit a few more on Sunday before the rain and snow.
Now the problem occurs.
Oberg says the cold weather this winter has pushed the freeze deep into the ground, which is why they're seeing more frozen pipes than in recent years.
Once we get it thawed out, it'll take 10 minutes to drain.
He's not expecting to see any major flooding in the metro, but if enough snow and rain comes our way, the flow could find its way into a few places it's not meant to go.
We will have standby crews on tomorrow and able to respond.
In Minneapolis, Gordon Severson, KARE 11 News.
Let's win this game.
For the Stackin family, it's not enough to fly a Vikings flag, not enough to show their horns. No.
Pretty sad, huh?
Dave Stackin's Purple Pride can't just live on land.
We're sailing towards victory. Anticipating Sunday. This is the Viking ice ship.
He spent months constructing his backyard battleship.
These are really trampoline poles that I had angled out.
A frozen fleet.
Yes.
Not yet complete.
So this is the bar.
Until he built an ice bar to watch the game outside.
Oh, I'm thinking of making some pizzas on the grill. I'll bring the grill down here.
The Vikings ice ship isn't exactly his maiden voyage.
Yeah.
Dave's built backyard ice rinks and ice bars for years, but never a ship on course for the Super Bowl.
We are such big Viking fans, especially my dad. This is my first time actually helping him from the years he's done it, and I actually feared for my life a couple times because of how heavy the ice chunks were. This is definitely by far the best one.
My mindset is you embrace winter.
The way Dave sees it, in the North, we are all in the same boat.
Skol Vikings, let's go!
So why not head outside and voyage away to victory?
I would probably just be besides myself with joy and happiness. Yeah, it's my birthday on Sunday, so all I want is a Viking win. That's all I need.
For every iconic person, symbol, or sign, there's a story behind what they mean to us.
To know that it's gone and that for those lost travelers that weren't able to find their way, now they have no hope.
And when the final goodbye comes, it can take its toll.
All we can do is look back at the memories.
At the corner of West Lake Street and Emerson in uptown Minneapolis, candles are the only thing that lights this now dark parking lot after the sudden loss of a friend.
I'm 39 years old and this is my first candlelight vigil, and it's for Arby's.
Wait, what?
Once I saw the event on Facebook, I was like, oh, I have to go to that.
No joke, a fast food joint. More specifically, the bright neon oversized hat sign that lit up Lake Street for 47 years. Taken down, but a replica prominently displayed on a projector and a sheet.
With Arby's long gone.
You ask these folks, it was iconic before it suddenly closed its doors for good late January. Kurt Meyer has never set foot in this Arby's, but his wife has.
We're memorializing the place everyone used to go after a long night at the bars.
Smart. Not just a place, but to the 100 people or so here, a familiar face. That is no more.
I guess this is just my office.
To call this just his office
my computer
is to miss
Ohio,
that which defines
Alabama,
17-year-old Riley Pollock.
They may have a faint smell of smoke. Feels kind of like a police department.
Yeah, I know.
He's not your typical 17-year-old kid.
Lori Pollock is Riley's mom.
This is a tactical vest.
He's had this drive since he's been 6 years old. Any little handcuffs, anything, badges. And then he was an FBI agent. That was Halloween that one year.
This is a duty belt. This is what police officers wear around their waist. Always what I wanted to do, help people. There's a stethoscope here.
So he's like, Mom, I ordered this first aid kit from Amazon.
Glucose.
And I saw it, and it was this massive thing. I'm like, what the world do you need all that for?
These are oral airways.
All his life preparing.
You never know when you need it.
Then he did.
Address of 64246 350th Street. We have a male party having a seizure on the side of the road. He is at an auction there.
Tom Geislinger, husband and father of two, was at that auction when his heart stopped.
It was outside, it was cold.
Riley was at the auction too.
Yeah, ready to go home because it was freezing.
All of a sudden we heard, is there a nurse or a doctor?
I said to my mom, I said, oh crap.
Or something like that.
He said, oh, I'm sorry.
I booked, I never ran so fast before in my life.
Riley threw his keys to a stranger.
And said, get the first aid kit out of the back of my vehicle, and he pointed at it.
That first aid kit his mom hadn't thought he needed.
I think he had a mission, an intuition, or something.
No heartbeat?
No, nothing.
No breathing?
No, nothing at all.
He just took charge. He knew.
When we got him on his back, I said, we need to start CPR.
We have CPR in progress with a male party on scene.
You'd been preparing for this all your life.
Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
And Watkins ambulance is en route.
The drive by the ambulance crew, more than 10 crucial minutes.
What he did was exceptional.
First page is at 1333.
Tom Geislinger spent 11 days in the hospital.
He saved your life.
Yes, he did. Complete hero.
Today, he's fully recovered.
You know, according to all odds, he should have been dead.
I'm here. I get to be a father. I get to be a dad, you know. It's all because of that one kid, you know.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome.
And now that kid who dreamed of being a cop.
My name is Brian Cruz. I'm your Meeker County Sheriff.
Is being honored by them.
There's no way we could ever repay him. He saved our son's life.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
Thanks isn't enough what you did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's as if Riley knew his destiny all along.
Very special young man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad I was there.
Thank you.
Remember, we got a reserve program when you turn 18.
Definitely gonna go for it.
You come back and visit us.
Yeah,
So.
oh yeah, definitely.
You definitely have that drive that we're looking for.
Dreams born in a 6-year-old.
See, exactly.
Are coming true. Yep.
And to think,
Yep.
at 17,
Yeah.
Riley's yet to take a step
Oh yeah.
on the road ahead. Boy Duper, KARE 11 News,
Do it again? We're doing it again?
Litchfield.
There we go. I just want to tie a ribbon on you, sir.
The best of our angels make right
Thank you so much for your service and welcome home.
that
Welcome home.
which we initially got wrong.
Welcome home, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your service.
The Vietnam Veterans Day.
Diane Finneman was behind both the idea and the governor when Minnesota's Vietnam Veterans Day was signed into law.
My brother is responsible. This is his legacy. This is his legacy right here. Just a little boy.
Diane's brother,
And here he is again outside playing.
Wallace Skip Schmidt.
An Easter.
That's him, pictured with the sisters.
He always looks so cute in that.
Now looking
Yeah.
at his pictures.
Now here we go in boot camp. He's very, very proud.
Proud and patriotic. Skip arrived in Vietnam in 1968. For Americans, the war's deadliest year. And soon, the letters home took a turn.
It was during the Tet Offensive, and they came to the realization that it was all politics that was playing the game. He said, everybody I know is dead. And several of them died in his arms. That's when Skip got shot.
Skip came home missing part of his hand, and worse.
He had terrible nightmares. He'd scream all night long.
And it got worse and worse and worse. He just wanted out of his pain. Every direction he went, it just wasn't working.
In 1972, Skip took his life.
It was horrible.
He was buried on his 24th birthday. 45 years passed. And then, the impossible.
I went on Ancestry.com. I don't know how long after I did it, you did it, and then she decides to give it to Colleen as a gift, and then her son and her daughter.
And on all their reports, listed as close family, the same name.
Joe Click.
Leaving all of them with the same question.
Who are you?
The answer lies in Temple, Georgia.
Talked to my mom, and, she told me about this, this young love of her life, and that she didn't get to know him for very long, and she knew his name was Skip.
Skip Schmidt left for Vietnam, unaware his 16-year-old girlfriend was pregnant with his son.
Back in the late 60s, things are different than they are now. My grandparents and stuff, they basically put her into a relationship with someone else.
And Joe grew up unaware of the true identity of his father.
You can click on the match.
Until he, too, found Ancestry.com.
Diane's name was on there.
And then, his family.
Yeah.
When I said Skip Schmidt, that's when the light went on.
She called and said, sit down. Got something to tell you.
And I went, oh my God!
2 months later, a fourth Schmidt sister has flown in.
I'm the baby sister.
Because no one
just landed
wants to miss this.
There they are. I get to touch him. I get a piece of my brother. Oh my gosh! We actually get to physically have something to hold on to.
You can just see features of Skip.
Ever since I first met him, he's always wondered about the other half of him.
Welcome home.
Those 2 words
Welcome home.
reverberated again.
All right.
When a Gold Star son
You lost a loved one.
landed here.
Thank you for your service and welcome home.
This is why we wanted Joe to come now,
Welcome home, Vietnam vets.
so he could witness this and see what his father started.
The inspiration for Minnesota's Vietnam Veterans Day started with Skip and the loss felt by his family.
Our brother Skip's son.
That family
It's my nephew's son.
now welcoming Joe home. Cousins, aunts,
Fantastic.
and great uncles.
Oh,
Schmidt family history,
looks just like his dad.
both rewritten and
It's been wonderful.
reborn.
We have a piece of our brother.
Boyd Hooper, Carol 11 News,
Welcome home.
Forest Lake.
When troubles surround us,
Oh, that is good.
when evils come,
To all you fans of screaming music, Bob Knutson
It's just great.
begs your pardon.
Dolly Parton, yeah.
a sign from above.
Bob's verdict is final.
Sends chills through you.
He's pro vinyl.
We do have a lot of records here. I'm estimating about 17,000 tunes by the tons.
Bob inherited his first 2,000 albums from a neighbor who passed on.
No, I'm not a music guy.
Then the retired welder started listening.
Is a burning thing.
Bob was somewhere between the giants of music and those who weren't when inspiration struck.
We're heading for Ellsworth. When I do my loop, it's about 210 miles once a month. Okay.
If Bob got a kick out of these albums, he reasoned, maybe others
I brought some new polka records.
would too.
Oh, I need a polka.
Try that one for me.
The past 4 years, Bob has donated more than 40 turntables to senior communities in western Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota.
Homer and Jethro, yeah.
At 98, Virginia Allen sits often with the records and her memories.
What kind of memories? Oh, back when I was wild and wicked.
Each month, old records out as Bob exchanges them for new ones.
Linda Ronstadt.
As word has spread,
the Supremes.
Donated albums.
Patsy Cline.
Have arrived by the thousands at Bob's front door. With a welder's ingenuity, he cleans them.
8 records at a time. Andre Previn.
Then patches their jackets as if each is golden.
Each person probably has a record that's their special one.
Shed my wings and learn 1,000 things.
There's something about touching those jackets that makes the music connect in a way downloads
Make the world go away is beautiful.
can't.
There goes my everything. These are one of them. It's an important part of life, music.
Music jars loose the stories,
We listen to American Top 40.
and the stories propel Bob.
This is a calling.
In the sweet.
There's a lady sitting right across from the turntable, and she said, Bob, my husband just recently passed away, and we had a song that was our song our whole lives, and she said, you don't happen to have it, do you? We had it along.
You are my sunshine.
God did that. He put it there.
Make me happy when skies are gray.
$35,000 of his own retirement money Bob has put into this.
This is important, and these people are very important.
You'll never know
Serving up sunshine
how much I love you.
on a platter.
Please don't take
Boyd Hooper, KARE 11 News, Ellsworth.
away. You told me once day.
In the city of New Ulm, there's still a lot of German. And behind that door, a little German, too. Name, Cameron Mack. Age, 8. Passion, concertina.
We're out here 2-3 times during the weekend and every night before bed usually.
Cameron's parents didn't see this coming until their son brought home from school this toy accordion, which he tried to play.
It's kind of hard though.
But that spark
Yeah.
was all his dad needed.
Craigslist.
And then he got me this one for Christmas.
A determined Cameron, last year, 2nd grade.
It was a little squeaky at first.
But 1 year later, Cameron is taking his show on the road. Today, it's Cameron's great-grandparents being impressed.
It's heavier than he is.
Goodbye now.
And Cameron is just getting started. Cameron has been taking lessons from Steve Raywitzer, his parents' garbage man, who also happens to have his own band.
He likes to watch a lot when I play on the button side. He watches my fingers real close. I was excited because somebody younger than before I started wants to play concertina.
By concertina standards, Steve is still a youngster.
From all the kids I went to school with, there was not one that would have ever thought of picking up a concertina.
No one.
No one.
Yet when asked to choose,
That one right there and this one.
choose between the dirt bikes that earned him all those trophies and his concertina, not a moment's hesitation.
Concertina.
Wait, what? Why?
You get to make people happy.
The way Cameron felt when he got what he wanted for Christmas.
And he loves them.
Every 8-year-old boy's dream, huh? A concertina and lederhosen.
Sure, New Ulm celebrates its past by putting on a pedestal Herman the German. But its future belongs to Cameron, the concertinist. Boyd Hooper, KARE 11 News.
There you go.
New Ulm.
Atta boy.
Mail call. Not what it used to be, since email and messaging have made increasingly rare a handwritten letter. Rarer still to get one like this.
Dear KARE 11, I'm Ruby Minder. I always wanted to be an actor, but I could never figure out how. I wanted to be on Yosemite, the land of 10,000 stories.
Who was this girl?
I'm 10 years old.
Going old school.
Your friend, Ruby.
In pursuit of her dreams.
Hi there. Are you Ruby? I'm Boyd. Thanks so much for the letter.
She asked me not to read it, and I said, really? And I said, okay, I'll get you a stamp.
Contents unknown. Ruby's mother mailed the letter.
Yep. I did.
I told my mom and dad I wanted to be famous. They said it was hard, and I told them I can do it.
She has a very clear idea of what she wants to do.
I could always sing and act in my house, but no one knew.
I said, you would not believe who called me today and left me a message. And she said, who? And I said, Boyd. She said, no way. She's like, oh, this is great news. It worked.
Because an actor needs to get discovered.
Which is how we found ourselves in Ruby's letter writing place.
Yeah.
You seem like someone who knows what she wants.
Yeah. I think about the future a lot. Like in my piggy bank, I save money for college when I'm older.
Tooth fairy money, birthday money.
I think about doing good grades in high school so I get into a good college.
What do you want to study in college?
Music and acting.
That's Ruby's favorite actor and singer, Dove Cameron, from the Disney Channel. Ruby watches her all the time.
If I become an actor, I'm going to save up a bunch of money and fly me, mommy, and daddy to Paris.
So with a world of plans, Ruby grabbed a pen and made her plea.
I think I could become famous if you guys at KARE 11 help out.
She wanted to stay home today to practice. She wanted to be ready. She wanted to make sure she was ready.
Are you a little nervous right now?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm more of a shy type.
A shy type.
Whenever you're ready.
Who looked into our lens
She just wants to be beautiful, she goes.
and seized her moment.
No limits, she craves attention, she praises.
Big dreams come with risks.
My biggest fear would be she would get her heart broken and that drive that she has would go away. Yeah. So I don't want to see that happen.
But Ruby's parents also know they must free their youngest child to stare intimidation in the face and spread her wings.
And you should know you're beautiful just the way you are.
I'm so proud of her today. So proud of her today. Yeah.
Ruby, you got your wish, your start.
And you should know you're beautiful just the way you are.
Now, keep writing your ticket and reaching for the sky.
So you're beautiful.
Boyd Hooper, KARE 11 News, Monticello.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Oh, that's great. Hey, nice job.